What's up, guys? It's your girl Liz, and if this outfit and this makeup looks exactly familiar to my last video, you're absolutely correct. If you haven't checked out my top 8 self-care tips for winter time, make sure to check out my last video. I will link it down below. One of my tips was to do fun little DIYs and decorate the living space around you. So I wanted to show you guys some of the little projects that I'm actually doing for my house. Those of you that keep up with me and my channel know that me and my husband bought a house back in August, and I have been doing little decor pieces here and there. I've been getting a lot of decorations, and well, I know decor and decorations are the same thing, but you know what I mean. I've been doing DIY wall stuff, and I've been getting a lot of little pieces to make it all come together. So I got quite a few things on my table here today, and I'm going to show you just some of the small things I'm working on right now. First, I want to show you guys the 2 butterflies that I featured in my antique and thrift haul from a couple of weeks ago with my mother. I got these both for like 50 cents each, and I told you guys that I was going to pin them on the wall with my ascending photo gallery. I inserted a little clip in that video, which I will link down below if you guys would like to see. And this is when I painted them. So I dipped my paintbrush in water and then into a very bright orange and a very bright turquoise paint, acrylic paint. But you know, with the wet brush, it just came out very sheer, and it was just a nice little color pop to put with my white wall and all the black frames, which we are also working on some more of that today. And it was just a cute little addition that ties in with the rest of my decor. You guys will see it is mostly orange and turquoise in my whole house. So that was a fun DIY number 1 of 2018. Number 2 that I'm going to do, I also have already been working on, and I didn't really know if I was going to include it, let alone use it, but since I have them for the video now, I'm just going to talk about them, and if I redo them, I redo them. So what I have was, this was a random like little diploma plastic frame that I have had and I've used time and time again. I also found these 2 really nice black metal, I believe this is like the Target or the Kohl's brand, 8x10 frames. So I just decided to get a very thick scrapbook paper for acrylic painting. I just used blues and grays and whites and blacks, and I just kind of did a bit of like a swipey thing going on here, a little bit of a splotchy thing. I got a little spray paint can, and I made little like you know, on the page. And this one I actually ruined, but I figured I'm just gonna throw it on the wall right now for some aesthetic, and it's art, you know, art is art. I actually poured paint into a small cup. I actually cut off the bottom of a water bottle, and I poured it onto the paper. So the paint was a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. Maybe I just didn't have enough paint for those kind of like paint spill art things that I was trying to go for. Some of them I guess I'll have to like buy big bottles of paint to do, because they show like a whole solo cup, and then they, you know, flip it over and let it go, and then like the whole like wave of paint and stuff that comes through. So that's what I was trying to do, and you can kind of sort of see it peeking through in little spots. But then I was like, oh, let me do the background gray. You know, it'll just be shiny on the color, and then the gray just went right over all of the color splotch that I did. So I did the color pour, and I hit it with the blow dryer and made it like bleed a little bit, but I have no clue what I did with this. I'm just gonna pop them in these frames and throw them on the wall. So I forgot to mention that what I believe I did that ruined these little random aesthetic pieces was I painted on them, "I wish I met you sooner so I could love you longer." And I did this one in black and this one in white, and I don't know, I don't know, I don't think I like them very much.
So I'll probably hang them up on the wall for a short period of time, get a little bit of wear out of them, and maybe hubby will help me with my next ones, and it'll be our paint, our art for our room. So there is
After they are hung, I will add a little photo clip right here. For this next project, we are actually busting out a brand new E6000. All I'm gonna do for this project is reassemble this little key hook back onto my key hook. So I'm just going to put a little dab of the E6000 glue right where the rod belongs. This is taking too long. I'm busting out the hot glue gun. This key hanger was actually a DIY I did when I first moved out of my parents' house like 4 years ago now. I bought this little wooden key hook from Walmart and I painted it teal, and then I did a little like ombre of gray. It's supposed to be like silver from the corner of the K, so it's dark on the K from here, and then it like sprays over the rest of the letters very lightly. If you guys can see the ombre.
Instead of the E6000, it'll like dry faster. Then in return,
There you go, guys. Nice and secure. So this next mini DIY is actually going to be a continuation. These are two frames that were wooden and metal, and I am painting both of them black to match all of the other black frames in my ascending gallery in my staircase, which you guys have heard about quite a few times now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pour a little bit of black paint onto this newspaper here, and I'm going to dabble onto the little parts that may have gotten scratched or scraped since the last time I worked on this. And I have to do the entire back side of this one.
fix this guy over here and let him dry. We're going to revisit this DIY in a moment.
Notice that I'm going kind of with the grain of the wood on this one so that it looks a little natural. You can't see all the little strokes if I was doing, you know, all to the side or whatever. It just looks very natural. So since I don't really like the way that the E6000 was drying for the last project and it also did not work, I am going to probably just use my hot glue gun for this project and see if it sticks, pun intended. So for this small home DIY, I am going to make a bulletin board for my office. I have this small styrofoam circle that I have kept since we bought the house. It was actually part of our grill packaging. So I always wanted to get a nice piece of fabric to wrap it in, to make a little pin board out of, and that's what we're going to do today. First, I need to iron out my fabric very nice and flat. I will show you guys. It is this really nice oil dipped kind of ink splatter fabric. This isn't really like printed fabric. You can never get like two of the same thing with this. It's literally like oil dipped fabric. I would say that that is pretty daggone crisp. Hold on, I'm trying to get everything like nice and organized and out of my way. I'm not trying to burn myself today. So like I said, I am just going to lay this styrofoam down, and I'm going to bring the corners in very tightly on each side. and then fold it in the rest of the way as it is needed.
So I gotta be really quick with this.
I'm just kind of going frantically in the middle and then going back and getting these edges down. I'll do like the end corner here. So I'm kind of sorry guys, I ended up getting on the phone with a coworker and finishing this DIY by myself. I finished hot gluing all of the fabric around in the back. It is not perfect, but that is perfectly fine. It looks really cute from the front. I have the little, oop, one's trying to fall out. I have the thumbtacks with the black ribbon to make the little, message holders, and then I have teal ribbon up top to hang it with. So that is gonna be really cute on the wall behind my office, a little memo board. So I'm really excited about this little DIY. I've been wanting to do this one for a while. I brought myself back to touching up the paint on these frames. I have to do another coat on the back of this one wooden frame and then let them dry, reassemble them, and get them hung up in the collage. Alrighty guys, so now that that coat of paint is done and ready to dry, I hope you enjoyed these quick home decor DIYs. I love setting aside the time to get some cute little things created to pop up around in my surroundings. I hope that you guys found a little bit of inspiration in this video. Make sure to comment below which one of these crafts is your favorite. I personally really love what I'm doing with this photo collage and the staircase, adding the butterflies. I have some other little decor craft things that I want to do to continue my staircase decoration. Can't wait. I definitely cannot wait to set up the rest of my office. Once my desk and all of the other good stuff come in the mail and I get it set up, I will give you guys an office tour and probably start filming videos in there for you guys. So thank you so much once more for watching. Make sure to like this video for more DIYs. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you don't miss any more of my awesome videos in 2018. I love each and every one of you, and I will catch you guys on the flip.